Hey, who we got? Who we got here? How do I even look at this, man? Hold on. People. Who's in? Give me a hello if you're in. Yeah. Yes. Can't really see. Jack. Jack's made it to the second stream. Welcome, Jack. Well done. Hold on. Can you guys hear me all right? What's good? The names are so small. I've got to make them bigger. There we go. Sam Odgers. Sam Odgers, bro. Honestly, I don't even know what a sub is at this point, and I don't know if you can do that with me at the moment. DMP. What's up? Vinny GG. Thank you, Jack. Thank you. Okay. What does that say? It's bad because I can't see the names very well. So I got to make the chat so big. Surely the chat's not supposed to be that big, but there we go. Change the title if I can. Let's see. Good question. How am I going to do this? Dave! No way! Man, thank you for joining me, bro. Good to hear from you. Can I change the title is the question. I don't think so. Midstream as well. All right, so tonight... All good, bro. Best viewers on stream, boo. What? All good, Dave and bro. No problem. So tonight, what I got on the cards is I'm gonna be looking towards the game tomorrow morning. Who's watching the game tomorrow morning? Tottenham versus Manchester United. Obviously, our beloved Ange is going to be a big part in that. Who's watching? Give me a Y if you are. Hold on, cause. Two's got to be more than that, surely. Am I on YouTube right now? I better be. Because I've got no one answering anything on YouTube. 2, surely we've got more people watching tomorrow. Give me a double Y if you're going to be watching our stream. By the way, for those that are going to be watching it, we're live streaming it with Suited and Booted tomorrow morning. Yes. Yeah, so we're live streaming it tomorrow morning with Suited and Booted. We'll be on, I think, 4:30. For you guys, we are, oh man, we've been setting it up. Jack helped us, by the way. Thank you, Jack. But we've been setting it up all day, and then I'm going to Jake's house tomorrow morning to watch it at his, to set up our Twitch there. And then Jerome and Gavin are going to be dialing in. So we're going to have our stream going while the game's going. Thank you, Jack. Yes, so we'll have that going tomorrow morning for the game. Anyone a Tottenham fan here? Or a United fan? Hey, bro. Wild. Is that say Wild of Enzo? World of Enzo. Hey, brother. Thanks for jumping in. Okay. Confirmation that YouTube is going. Who's that? Ollie Kamora. Thanks, brother. No one a United fan. That's interesting. I believe CQ has a stream going, like a watch party tomorrow morning. What? You don't want Ange to win? Sure. Okay. All right. Last Y. Give me a Y if you want. Yes, Jack. Give me a Y if you want Ange to win, and give me an N if you want him to fail. Because I feel like there's a lot of Aussies. I don't get it. There's a lot of Aussies that want him to kind of fail. I don't know. Haters of the success, I feel. There we go. Jack's one. Not much support from his Aussies. Right? Just Optus. Well, not even Optus, man. Optus, those interviews. Yikes. I'm going to listen to one tonight. Yeah, I think so, brother. I think so. So, I'm going to show you guys what I got in the chat for today. Let's see if I can show you. I don't want either to win. I'm a West Ham fan, hate Spurs, but all my mates support United, so don't want them to win either. But what about Ange, bro? Are you Aussie or not? Do you live in Australia is a better question. Do you live in Australia? And then you can tell me if you're Aussie. Standard Aussie tall poppy syndrome. I've heard people talk about this quite a bit. Makes sense. Makes sense. Fair enough, bro. No problem. Any Aussie that says they don't want Ange to win ain't Aussie. I agree with that, brother. I agree with that. If you don't want Ange to win and you're Australian, bro, you got some hate issues. You got some jealousy and hate issues, I feel. Or loyalty issues. One of the three. Yes, good, brown bean. Good, good. That's what I like to hear. Good, man. Good. Hey, can anyone tell me how I know how I know how many people are in the stream? Maybe I have to open up my Twitch. Give me a second. I just want to see who's in. I want to see who's in, man. Just out of interest. Let's see. So we got 5 on Twitch. Legends. And then I'll check my YouTube. So you guys got to bear with me tonight. So I have set myself up with a Discord. In case you have not linked yourself into the Discord, let me just get that for you right now. All right. Interacting with chat. Okay. Hold on. Bro, Discord is the I think Discord's the one, man. I think you can actually not disregard excuse me, not disregard Reddit, but I found Reddit before I found Discord, and I realized Discord's way better. Discord is way better, bro. Just it is made. We've got a few blankets on it. That's it. It's so cold out here when crypto coin launch. No crypto coin for now. Just watching Trump coin. Let's see on my live. Okay, cool. So we got about 10 in here. Nice. All right, sweet. So what I'm going to go show you guys is Aussie coin. What I'm going to show you guys is my Discord. Now, show you the videos that I got in here. Let's see if I've set this up properly. Hold on. Okay. Hey, Jack, don't laugh at me, bro. Don't laugh at me. I know you're laughing over there, bro. Should make a role on the Discord and call it OGs for the first however many. Yeah, that's cool. Maybe I will. That's a good idea, brother. Sorry, guys. I've just had dinner and I've got to keep clearing my throat. So. Okay, so. There we go. So I've got some highlights here. Western United this weekend with Melbourne City, then Melbourne Victory, Auckland, and then Melbourne Victory, Central Coast Mariners for the A-League Women's. And then I've got some Ange interviews here to cap us off for a game tomorrow morning. And I've got a oh, you actually can't see it. There you go. Ange Postecoglou versus Craig Foster argument. Who has seen that video? I think it's perfect to play just before we go into Ange maybe making the biggest achievement of any Australian coach. I think it'd be just great to see that interview. That'd be fantastic. Whoever hasn't seen it, this is going to be a gem for you. Now, I believe the only one that I'm going to actually be able to play is probably the Ange versus Craig Foster one, because I don't want to get any copyright stuff like from Optus and A-Leagues and all that stuff. So this or Sky. So this Do Gem card, I think would be all right to play that one. Let me know in the chat if I probably not. What do you reckon? What do you reckon? Because if you aren't not at all laughing. Up your desk game, deal with your shaking. Oh, sorry, man. That's the ADHD, bro, coming out. I can't stop moving. All right, I'll stop shaking, though. If it's a replay on YouTube, you'll be all right to play it as long as it's not live. Even highlights? What do you reckon? We reckon highlights are all good? Oh, that's annoying that it shakes. Does it still shake? Yeah, it does. Oh, it's because of the carpet. I need my nervous tick. What do you reckon? Hey, anyone with experience, can I play YouTube highlights of soccer games on here? Oh, sweet. Yes, fam. Okay, cool. Sweet as. Hold on. Hold on. Wait. Can you guys hear that or not? Why can't I hear it? Damn. Can you guys hear my sound effects? Desktop audio, that's why. Sorry guys, 1 second. Can you guys hear? Can you guys hear the computer sounds? No, huh? No, they're not working. Oh, damn, I had some mad sounds set up. Damn. Oh, damn. Wait, hold on. No. Oh, damn. These are so good. I set them up yesterday. Oh, damn. Oh, all right. Doesn't matter. Let's see. What the hell was that? My God, by the way, my dog keeps falling over. It's so scary. I don't know what's wrong with her. All right, here we go. Let's watch first. We'll start from the top, huh? Who watched City vs Western? Sorry, hold on. Just watching me fumble around here while I try to work all this out. Oh my gosh. I actually haven't seen these highlights.
Only a couple of yards out, it's only his second goal It was a really awkward corner to defend for Western United. And Guillermo Ferreira made it his and City lead. A little slip. Midfield on the pie could open the door for Western. Nansaki looking back post. And over the top it goes. Off Matt Grimaldi. Western United's best chance so far.
So you can hear the video.
Yes. Very comes this loose ball. Held up momentarily by Russell. Still Tilio! And he was ever so slightly off balance. Yet to score in the A-League, Callum Talbot. 19th appearance today. Here's Michael Roos driving towards the penalty area. It's Michael Roos, great save, Beach. Stayed big and strong, and Western are denied.
Now. Is that all right?
Getting it back off Kuhn. It's a good run from
At least you can hear it. Simon Hill screaming in your ear. Oh my God. I missed that. I've got to see that again.
Today, here's Michael Roos driving towards the penalty area. It's Michael Roos, great save, Beach. Stayed big and strong, and Western are denied.
Oh, that's right into the juggernaut.
Back off Kuhn. It's a good run from Marco Tilio again. Lapane.
Oh man, it's you know what's crazy about that goal is it's bouncing to him. If you look at it, I wonder if I always wonder if people hit that deliberately. Like if that ball comes flat to him, does he miss kick it? You know what I mean? Because if you look at it, it's bouncing when it comes to him, and I doubt that he's trying to hit it off the bounce. Oh my gosh, man.
What a finish by the Israeli international, who really has done precious little else tonight.
Yeah.
But that is a finish.
A beautiful miss kick. A really good miss kick right into the top corner.
Here is Marco Tilio. He's going to go early and
you know what's wild? I think if this game is played at Western's ground, completely different result. I actually think.
Another one, Tilio looking for Cohen in the back post, and
yeah, it's such a Melbourne City advantage playing at Amy Park.
His first A-League goal, in fact, since
again, here we go. A beautiful accidental touch, great accidental assist. Good finish. How bad is Amy Park? My God, man. Amy Park is the worst, bro. Amy Park is the worst at the moment.
Leonard looking at the back post. Maruccio too flat. Here's Thurgate though. Oh, good save, Beach.
Thurgate, good player.
Was heading for the roof of the goal.
All right.
Well,
so we will be also, by the way, we're going to stream that game as well.
To attack the goal.
We're streaming everything. We're streaming everything. I saw this part. This is when I got to my computer by the time we got done with Academy for the night. So here we go. Let's watch this one now. I was at this game. Boring game, man. Really boring game.
And now Auckland break. And this is where they can be so dangerous. Mai at the back post. Randall.
I don't know if you guys saw
Randall shoots, blocked.
Arzani's comment saying that Auckland are one-dimensional.
Flag is up for offside against Guillermo Mai.
I think when the original shot comes in here.
Yeah, let's hope you're in the camera shot. I think Victory can still do the business. I do think that. I think if Victory get up for it, Auckland are in trouble. And I know they've been pretty consistent, Auckland, but I think if Victory are on, which they weren't on this night, I think they're in trouble. Auckland.
Lovely ball for Rogerson. Now Randall. He just puts
because they don't wow me. Auckland do not wow me at all. Victory on their day, they wow me.
Agonizingly across the
they make me scared.
Well, I think it's Guillermo Mai. Central, who just tried to get a little flick on it. It's a lovely ball. That's what you want from those areas. Just hang it up in the back post area.
De Vries, he's got the better of Insero. De Vries still going. Crosses it in.
I tell you what, the last 15 minutes of this game was probably worth the whole game. There was more action in the last,
Save.
well, even maybe 10 minutes.
By
There's
Jack
more action in
Duncan.
the last 10 minutes than there was in the first 80.
It's a free kick. We're not looking at that. Ball in. Back post. Rawlins
Victory
is there.
atmosphere is dead
What an
without the
introduction
terraces.
that would have been.
Well, it was pretty active outside, it looked like.
This is the free kick. Wonderful delivery in. Oh, it's just
Good.
him on the
Who's
knees.
that?
He was running through.
AX, does it say?
DeVries
Can't really
with
see,
the
bro.
long throw. Mashash with the header. DeVries again gets the better of Arzani. The cross is
It's
a
a great
teasing
ball.
one. Rogerson.
In all fairness to him, it's an absolutely fantastic ball.
And Auckland with the precious opening goal in this semi-final.
Now, I'll tell you what, right?
And once
Can
again,
we
for the
unpack this
8th
video?
time this
Because this is something that Muskie used to be really big on, I'll tell you guys, right? So if you look, it's quite small, and I don't know how to make it bigger without making it full screen. Sorry, guys, I'm learning all this. But if you guys can see that, can you see that? If you watch the fullback, I actually don't know who the fullback is in this scenario. Let's see. Hey, have you seen Channel 7 going after the Victory supporters? Yeah, I saw that. Okay, cool. So, if you watch the Victory fullback, I don't know who that is there. I can't really see properly. But if you watch here, right, this image, can you see that his whole body is looking at the ball? And Muskie was really big on this, where he would say what he would want in this scenario. Now, I don't know. I'm assuming this is maybe trained into them or a lapse in concentration, one of the two. I don't know. But Muskie would want this fullback to have their right shoulder facing the ball and their left shoulder facing directly out here and their chest open to this player here. It's hard, obviously, because there's this player here, so potentially that's the worry of him. I'm not sure. But still, I believe, and I think it's effective. Like I played fullback for a period, and that little minute change of opening your shoulders up so that your right shoulder is facing the ball and your left shoulder is open enough that your chest can almost face the player. Or if it's on the opposite side, you're doing the opposite way, obviously. Just so that then any run, which in this case, it comes in front of him, he'd be able to see it coming. If he goes behind him, it's also a problem, right? Because regardless, he can't see him. So if this winger here runs behind and that ball gets played even longer, it's a problem for him. And what always happens, if you think about it, that finish at the back post, the ball gets whipped along the ground here in between the goalkeeper and the back four. And then this player pops up blind side of the fullback and finishes into the net there. Now, if this fullback opens his shoulders, regardless if the winger runs behind, in fact, he probably won't run behind because of that. He will run in front of him and he'll see the run happening in front of him earlier and be able to potentially do better with this.
With the
I thought that's interesting,
opening
right? Because he actually scans. Like if you look at him, he knows he's there, but he doesn't see the run until it's too late. So he scanned there. I don't know if you saw that.
With the precious
He scanned. I think he scanned again. Sorry, guys. I just want to see properly. So he's here. He scans. Hold on. Yeah, he scans once. And then see, he just comes blindside.
And once again,
And
for the 8th time this season.
yeah. And if you see that image there, fullback doesn't know he's there at this point.
The magic wand of Francis
That's why he doesn't jump for it, and all of a sudden pops up in between them, and then danger, right?
DeVries' left foot
Yeah.
that sends that ball into the back post, where Logan Rogerson heads home his ninth of the campaign. Now
What have we got here?
the space for Marino.
Oh my
This
man,
could
I
take
almost jumped out of
a
my seat
huge
for this.
advantage back to Auckland on both posts.
Oh my
My
god.
goodness.
How does that even
Well,
happen?
will that yet prove to be a massive moment in this
I'll tell you what, we should do a
semi-final tie?
competition to see if anyone can hit 2 posts with one shot. All right. Let's watch this, huh? I didn't watch this either. Oh no. I don't want to leave. I don't want to leave. Oh no. All right, we won't watch that one, unfortunately. We're not going to leave. All right, here we go. Edge. Do you reckon this will get taken down? What do we reckon, guys? It's like 3/4 of an interview. I saw the highlights of the interview this morning. I thought it was quite funny. Man, they've been hard on him. They've built him up. You know what the English media have done and the English public? They've built Ange up to put him on this pedestal in his first few weeks, first few months, and then just chopped him down every single week. Oh, are you, bro, World of Enzo, are you in New Zealand? Malakas. Yeah, Malakas, man. Look, fair enough, man. Criticism. That's fine. 100%. Media, it's important that they do their job and they criticize when they need to, or, ask the questions that they need to ask. But it was, I think, the thing of like building him up, and then, wait, just don't build someone up so much. They're just a human being. Nice. Yeah, he's got good press conferences. What do you reckon? If I play the press conference, will that get taken down? What are your thoughts? Fam? How do we check? How do we? No, it's online. You're good, brother. Oh, mate, I'm trusting you guys. My stream could get taken down. Second stream in. Let's see. See what happens, eh? This might... Is this going to take me out again? Oh, man, what? Oh, no. I wonder why that happens. Oh, let's see. Hold on. Let's see if I can set this up quick as. You're here. All right, let's see if I can add in. There we go. Easy peasy. Then if I put that like that. Oop. There we go. Thanks, guys. Thank you. Peter Alexander. Oh, that's my missus, man. Yeah, that's my missus, bro. All right, let's go. Let's listen to Ange. Can you guys hear that? Let me know if you can hear it or not.
It is still a significant milestone for you. It's your 100th match in charge, and I just wonder how would you
How about now?
assess the impact that you have made in the last 2 years?
Yeah, hopefully that 101st blows tomorrow, mate, not on Sunday. It's hard to sort of
nice
kind of contextualise sort of the challenges of the last couple of years. I guess from my perspective, you know, I came into the club with some pretty clear objectives about what the priorities were for the club in terms of taking over. Tried as hard as I can to kind of stick to that process of getting the club to a position where, you know, they can challenge for trophies and at the same time rejuvenate a squad and change the playing style. It's been a fair assignment, and without its, you know, plenty of challenges along the way. But I guess with such a sort of big game tomorrow, there is an opportunity to kind of fulfil at least the main task I was sort of given, and that is to bring trophies to the club.
I feel like it's so obvious.
Just 2 quick ones, actually. I want to check Pat Matasar, then presumably
he's fine, mate.
Fine. And secondly, just ask the players, Sonny and Porro, about the barbecue they had. Apparently you were quite keen on the players taking part in this kind of little bonding thing together at the training ground. Just wanted to ask about that.
No, it was player driven. Mate, I'm an Aussie. I'd never say no to a barbecue, so I didn't have to twist my arm. So, but yeah, no, it was player driven. You know, the boys felt it was a good time for them to sort of just have a kind of relaxing afternoon. We have the luxury at the training ground of a really nice sort of barbecue area. Unfortunately, I had to fulfil my commitments with you guys, so I missed the best of it. But they're the sacrifices I have to make, mate.
Viaplay Norway. It's of course a big and huge occasion. 2 things: Champions League qualification and the trophy. But what would be the biggest thing? Is it to win the trophy itself, or to qualify for the next season's Champions League?
As you said, great prize. You know the significance of Champions League qualification, what it means for every football club to get into the Champions League. It's you know, there are the obvious benefits, but also you get the opportunity to play against the best in the continent. But the club's been in the Champions League before.
Oh, it's a bit boring, isn't it?
For a long time, so that's the most important bit.
I don't know how he speaks to these people.
That depends on your outlook, Dan, but I'll tell you one thing.
This is the one.
This is going to be remembered as one of the best seasons.
For a long time, so that's the most important bit.
Hi, Ange. If you win tomorrow night, this is going to be remembered as one of the best seasons in the club's modern history. But kind of conversely, if you lose, it might be remembered for one of the worst league seasons in the club's modern history. I just wondered if you're kind of conscious that you're walking a fine line between kind of 2 very different types of infamy in history, really.
That depends on your outlook, Dan, but I'll tell you one thing, irrespective of tomorrow, I'm not a clown. I never will be, mate, and you're really disappointed that you would use such terminology about a person who, for 26 years, without any favours from anyone, has worked his way to be in a position where he's leading out a club in a European major competition. For you to suggest that somehow us not being successful means that I'm a clown, not really sure how to answer that question.
Oh, bro, you know what I love about him, man, is he's able to just like plain face answer a question that these guys have thought up in their bedroom to think this is a great question. I'm going to nail him with this one. And then he plain face just responds really casually, doesn't smile, doesn't laugh. He's not too brutal where it's like obvious that he's offending them, but he's kind of just so flippant with his response that they leave that press conference and go, ah, shit, I fucked it up again. I thought I had him with that one. And now I look like the bigger idiot. Oh, mate. That's the best. What a great response that is. All right. Let's listen to the rest, eh? I don't know if it gets better than that.
Good evening, Mr. Postecoglou, Simone Eterno, yoursport.it.
What? Hold on.
Chief,
hold on,
the
bro.
pen is mightier than the sword.
I need that accent to come back.
Well, you party...
You played Manchester United 3 times this season, and you defeated
like this guy.
Good evening, Mr. Postecoglou.
How to answer that question?
Good evening, Mr. Postecoglou.
Oh my God, bro! I am gonna start every one of my streams like that. Good evening. Let's do that one more time. That needs to be a sound that I download.
Good evening, Mr. Postecoglou, Simone Eterno, yoursport.it. You played Manchester United 3 times this season, and you defeated all the 3 times.
And by the way, he's probably got a really
curious
great
to understand,
accent,
do you feel
but
more
just that
pressure about this
execution of a
because
good evening
United
is
3 times?
hilarious.
Simone
One
Eterno,
more
your
time. Even Ange
Good
finds
evening,
it funny.
Mr. Postecoglou, Simone Eterno, yoursport.it.
He's trying not to
You
laugh.
played Manchester United 3 times this season,
evening.
and you defeated all the 3 times. I'm kind of curious to understand, do you feel more pressure about this because you already did that and now you feel that you have to do it again? Or is it something that makes you more confident because you actually did it, so you can do it again? Which one is more confident or pressure?
Yeah, you'd get
Neither, because
it's an
it's a final and you know that those kind of things aren't important. I mean, if we had have lost all 3 games, your question probably would be, do you feel the pressure because you can't beat them? So what I do know is, and I've been in a situation a few times in my careers in the big games, even your form going into it, even if you've got terrible form, and there's been plenty of competitions where you go into it terrible, it doesn't matter. What matters is how the players cope with the occasion tomorrow, how they cope with understanding the importance of the game. From both clubs, you just don't know how players will react to such a big occasion. And, you know, my role in that is to try and prepare the players in the best possible way, and also to prepare the players for Manchester United to be at their best. That's what you have to prepare for. And if you prepare that way and then you go out there and sort of play to the potential that you can, then you give yourself an opportunity. But I don't think it really matters what you've done before against any opposition when it comes to big games. Maybe in a league that it's a bit different, but I think in a big important final, everything gets decided on the day.
All right, that'll do us with this one.
Here and back.
Yes, I agree, man. English media have absolutely no respect. They got no respect, man. No respect, these people. Good evening. Let's see if I can get rid of this one. Good evening. And I make this one bigger. Okay, good. Good. And then put this one at the bottom. Good. Okay, good. Good evening. Okay, guys. So, what do we got next? We got last one. Last, but not least. Oh, my God. It's going to take me out again. Please, no. Oh, blimey. Good evening.
With National Youth Coach Ange Postecoglou.
Hold on, guys. Hold on. This is the best one we've had yet. So just give me 1 second so I can set it up. Good evening. Good evening. I shouldn't have taken it off. Buonasera. Good evening. Buonasera. Here you go. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful, that is. Yeah. Great. All right, get that over there. There you go. Move me shelf out way. Hold on, lads. Get that bottom corner. There we go. Fantastic, lads. Get chat up. Want chat up top. There we go, lads. Fantastic. Hey, and shout out to the GOAT, man. Les Murray. Guys, how about remembering sitting down in your lounge room when you were a child, or maybe a middle-aged person, and listening to Les Murray introduce football for the week? What's going on in the world of football in Australia? Tell me there was not a better time in Australian football when this guy was introducing the game every week. Bro. GOAT, man. GOAT. Let's watch this interview now. 13 minutes. I may actually need to fast forward to the best parts.
Join us, and Ange, thanks for joining us. How do you look back? How do you diagnose as what's your diagnosis of why the team failed in India?
Oh, look, I think there's a number of reasons already touched on by you know, John Boltby there, and I guess yourselves in the studio. We really struggled with our conditioning and the conditions of the games. You know, a large number of games in a short space of time, under intense pressure, and we met some quality teams. Look, the result in the quarter-final probably flattered us. We were second best that day on a number of areas, including, I guess, yourselves in the studio.
The team failed in India.
What does he say here?
Oh, look, I think there's a number of reasons already touched on by you know, John Boltby there, and I guess yourselves in the studio.
The sarcasm, man. Ange Postecoglou sarcasm is all time, bro. John Boppy, what's that? Is that like a saying? Let's see. John Boppy meaning. I assume he's referring to Craig Foster. Like I'm assuming, I haven't actually seen this whole interview or the whole scene, but I'm assuming that Craig Foster said something that he didn't like before he jumps on.
Oh, look, I think there's a number of reasons already touched on by you know, John Boltby there, and I guess yourselves in the studio. We really struggled with our conditioning and the conditions of the games. You know, a large number of games in a short space of time, under intense pressure, and we met some quality teams. Look, the result in the quarter-final probably flattered us. We were second best that day on a number of areas, including, you know, our fitness and the technique of our individual players, and you know, that's an effect of an accumulative of years of neglect, I think, in this area of competitive matches for players, just to get them conditioned. You know, the Korean players, and they're a good side, and the Japanese are a similar side. I mean, their players are all playing in the K-League or the J-League. You know, our sum total of A-League games amongst that group I took away, I think it was 5 or 6. You know, Nathan Burns has played 4 games, and Dario Vidosic has probably played 3 90 minutes. So, you know, it's a combination of things that probably to just... I could only scratch the surface at the moment, but obviously it was a disappointing result, but reflective of, I think, what's been happening for a number of years now.
Yeah, okay, Ange, but at the same time, that's the second time that you've failed to qualify now. But I mean, you can't just point to the players. You've got to take responsibility yourself, don't you?
I'm not pointing to the players, Fuzzy. Hold on a sec. Did you just hear what I said? Am I pointing to the players?
Yeah, you said it's things over a number of years, one of which might be the coach. Yeah. I'm saying that you lost to Laos, and you talked about the quality of Japan, South Korea. Well, we don't dispute that. No one in the country disputes that. You lost to China.
And this is what...
Oh man, I forgot. Yeah, okay. That's another saying that we need to add in. Yeah, okay.
But reflective of, I think, what's been happening for a number of years now.
Yeah, okay, Ange, but...
Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay.
At the same time, that's the second time that you've failed to qualify now. But I mean, you can't just point to the players. You've got to take responsibility yourself, don't you?
I'm not pointing to the players, Fuzzy. Hold on a sec. Did you just hear what I said? Am I pointing to the players?
Yeah, you said it's things over a number of years, one of which might be the coach. Yeah. I'm saying that you lost to Laos, and you talked about the quality of Japan, South Korea. Well, we don't dispute that. No one in the country disputes that. You lost to China and to Laos.
Yeah, and this is what annoys me, is that if you're going to be critical of me, and that's fine, I mean, I'm in a game where you're going to be critical, get it right, okay? Just do your research, have a look at the results, get it right. You say we lost to Laos. We drew 0-0 with Laos, and have you seen what Laos results were in the main qualifying Asian series? I bet you haven't. You know why?
Mate, look, to be honest, I haven't looked because we're out, so...
Yeah, exactly. You haven't looked. But the thing is, they were disqualified for the use of overage players.
No, I understand that.
You don't care about that. You don't care about that. No, you don't. Because all you want to focus...
I couldn't care more than what I do. What I care at the moment about is your quality, the quality of your coaching. Are you going to take responsibility for your draw with Laos and 2 failures to qualify now? You qualified every time under Oceania. You've had 2 goes now in Asia under AFC, and you failed both times. Do you take responsibility? Or are you just pointing it's the players and it's all in decay and the players aren't good enough to get through against Laos and against China?
So again, you're ignoring what I'm saying. I said there was a lack of competitive
environments for the players. I'm not blaming the players.
You said it was a number of. You said it was a number of reasons going over a number of years. But to answer the question, are you going to take responsibility?
So you're answering your own questions. Are you answering your own questions now? If you're going to ask me a question, let me finish, and I'll be happy to answer your next question. I take full responsibility for it, Fuzzy. I always have in my career. Brilliant. In terms of my coaching quality, love you to come down to a session, mate, because in the 6 years I've been in charge, haven't seen you at a qualifier.
Well, I don't have to go to your sessions. I see your quality on the park. I see your quality on the park. Okay. All I'm saying is you're paid. You're a professional coach who's paid to get us through into qualifiers. You didn't do it. And you're saying that you take responsibility, you're not just going to point to the players and the conditions and everything else.
No, I take full responsibility. And you're a professional
media analyst. Well, you didn't say that at the start of the show. You pointed to the players. You said the players aren't good enough and they're not playing enough.
So as a professional media analyst, and you are very passionate about it, which I commend you on, why don't you go to the effort of making sure your research is right? Why don't you go to the effort of maybe coming to a training session instead of just sitting at a million miles away and making assumptions?
You're not paid to win training sessions, Ange. You're not paid to win training sessions. You're paid to qualify these teams through AFC. That's when I watch the games. I watched them against China, they were rubbish. Against South Korea, I agree with you 100%.
They were rubbish.
They should have beat us 8-1. Right? It wasn't... Okay, let me ask you this. Are you saying to me that the performances of your team in this qualification series over the course of the games was good enough?
No.
Well,
and I take responsibility for that. So So what do you want me to do? What do you want me to say?
Well, I think you should put your hand up and walk out because you're paid to qualify the team and you haven't done it twice
That probably says more about you than it does about me,
well,
Craig.
It says a lot about our football.
I don't sit in glass houses, mate. I'm out there.
Well, mate, listen, what I'm saying is if I didn't qualify the team twice like you, I'd put my hand up and I'd walk out because that would happen in most other countries. Well, I don't have to be there. I watched it. I've watched the games. I saw you against South Korea. I saw you against China. What do you want me to say? What, that I didn't watch a training session, but your training sessions are brilliant, and if I came to watch it, you'd stay in a job? Is that what you're telling me or not?
No, what I'm telling you.
Oh, that's another one. That's another saying. Brilliant. That's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. Yeah, okay. That's brilliant. Good evening. This is unbelievable that these two went at it like this. I cannot believe that these two... And to be fair to both of them, there's some good comebacks from both sides. They're both pretty good arguers. But, I don't know, man. Asking someone to resign on national television, I think that crosses the line from criticism to... I think it's a bit far, my perspective.
Is that if you really want to do a real critical analysis of what I do, why don't you bother to actually go to a tournament? Anyway, look,
I'd love to come to the tournament, but I see it on the TV. I don't have to be there. Your results are standing. Your results tell everything, Ange.
Okay, all right. So, Fozzie, your assumption is that I should resign, is that right?
I think you are paid to qualify the team, then when you get there, you should get... Yeah, I think you should put your hand up and say, in the last two qualification campaigns, I've failed and I'm paid to do it. That's what you're paid for,
so you're saying I should resign. So you're saying I should resign.
I think
that's
you should,
your opinion, is that right?
That's my opinion.
Okay, fine. So you've stated your opinion. Let's move on.
What do you ask?
So,
bro, can you imagine if he wins tomorrow? Can you imagine, just imagine for a second, if he wins tomorrow? If he wins tomorrow after an interview like this, how amazing that is. On national television being told by an extremely big media personality at the time, and still probably to this day, to resign, and then he goes and wins the Europa. Coaches a team in the English Premier League. Bro, if he wins tomorrow, man, that is going to be epic, bro. That's going to be epic. I can't wait, man. I can't wait. I hope this clip gets played everywhere tomorrow if he wins. And I'm going to eat my words if he loses, but it's still a pretty big achievement to get there in the first place and just to be the coach of Tottenham for starters. But to win it, if he wins it tomorrow, this needs to be played at Fed Square on the screen as a point of, like, mate, resilience or, I don't know, perseverance, let's call it. Unbelievable, man. I think this
is there any other questions, or is that it? Is that your whole medical analysis of it?
Well, are you going to?
Sorry?
Are you going to resign then? That's the next question.
No, of course I'm not going to resign. I always put my future in the people who make those decisions. Now, if the people who I put a lot more credibility in than your assumption or your analysis...
Fine. I'm just going on your results, right? I'm not attacking you personally.
I know you are. Yes, well... Okay, you're not attacking me personally. That's great. I feel much better because you're a really close mate. I don't care what you think of me personally.
We're not on here to be mates. What are you talking about? I'm not here to be your friend. I'm saying you're paid to get results to a certain degree and you didn't get them. All right? And so you started this show by pointing to the players that they're not good enough, and we'll rerun the tape if you want. It wasn't just that they're not playing competitive football. You talked about their technical quality.
Yep.
Well, it might wash against South Korea. It doesn't wash against China, 87th in the world, who then lost to Jordan, ranked 99th in the world. Well, what's the technical quality of the Chinese and the Jordanians?
What's your point then, that our technical quality was good enough, was it? Is that
good enough to qualify, good enough to beat China, who should never beat us at any level of the game. And if you lost to China, you should put your hand up and say, that is not good enough. And not point to the players. Look.
Okay, well... All right, keep going.
After Peru, you said that the players aren't being taught to play a back four. Fine, right? Then after your draw to Laos, right? You said that the Laos players don't go to school and therefore that's the secret to their success. And after this one, you've just pointed to the players. I mean, my point was, you're paid to qualify the team.
Why do you keep saying I'm pointing to the players? You're obviously not listening to me, mate. So if you're going to keep on... Look, and to be honest, what's the point of this interview? What's the point of this interview? Les, I mean...
let me ask you...
Craig Foster doesn't think... All right, Craig Foster thinks I should resign.
Well, go.
I'm not resigning. I'm going to leave that decision...
You have a minute and tell us what...
Oh, my gosh, man. That's insane, man. That's insane that happened. I can't believe that happened on national television. But that'll do us for that, I reckon, eh? All right, let's just hit up some convo between us, huh? That's enough. That's enough. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right, so what's happening with you guys? What's happening with you guys in your worlds? Talk to me. Talk to the hand, Foz. Yeah, that's the saying that we used to do at school, huh? That was a good one. So tonight I've been getting all our stuff ready for tomorrow morning. I'm waking up here tomorrow at like, I don't know, 3:30 or something. Then I got to drive out to Jake's house. We set our stream up. We'll stream, I think, from 4:30 tomorrow morning. And then I got a big day. I'm also so hungry, by the way. I didn't get to eat my dinner today. Sorry, I don't want to chew in the microphone. I cooked like a stir-fried chicken and rice, my go-to. I went to, by the way, a good how do I turn these off? I went to a good restaurant yesterday, by the way, called what was it called? Chiki Chan. It's actually decent. Yeah, so we'll be on from 4:30 tomorrow morning. And then what else do we have for you guys with Suited and Booted? We're going to stream the semi-finals as well. So we're going to live stream the semi-finals. We're not going to go to the actual ground. Excuse me. Then what else are we going to do? Yeah, I have to... Man... Did you listen to the last pod where he explained what he had for lunch the day before? Or the whole day? I think he explained his meal prep for the day. And it was like 2 sausage rolls, hot dogs, I don't know. So I'll try to teach him to cook. But yeah, so we've got stream on Saturday. The games are on Saturday, right? Hold on. Who's that calling me now? No caller ID. I do not answer. It's no caller ID, by the way. Let's see, A-League semi-finals. I believe they're Saturday, right? Why can't I see them here? Yeah, Saturday 4 p.m. Saturday 7:35 p.m. So yeah, we'll stream both of them. Yeah, man. Yeah, so tonight I'm trying to, again, I got to stop streaming so late. Like, it's not that late right now, but I really struggle to sleep, so I don't want to sleep too late tonight because I've got to get up at 3:30 tomorrow. So I'll try to keep this one hyped, not hyped again. But yeah, that. Then we've got, what else we got coming up? Grand final. Oh, if it's a Melbourne grand final, though, that'd be awesome. If it's a Melbourne grand final, that'd be awesome. But I'll tell you guys about my dog at the moment, because that's a little bit of a weird topic. So what happened was, the other day, I was walking her around the block, and she went over and grabbed a kebab wrapper, and then she ate the kebab wrapper. Now, she's a Labrador, so to get a kebab wrapper out of her mouth once she starts trying to eat it is impossible. And it was just paper, but I like ripped it out of her mouth, but she took half of it and then she swallowed it. And then that night I was like, oh no, she's going to get sick because she's done this many times before. Anyway, so at 4 a.m. she wakes up or I wake up to her dry reaching, and then she eventually vomits in the lounge room just out there. And then I take her, I say, all right, go outside, whatever. I hear her vomit outside. She comes back in. I sit her down on the couch. All right, go back to bed. All right, she's all good. No worries. Go back to sleep. We just get off to sleep 5:30 now about. She vomits again. She starts dry reaching, vomits again in the lounge room. I hear her out there vomiting. And then I take her outside. She vomits outside. While I'm cleaning the inside, I hear her eating something. I'm like, what's she eating now? How is this possible? And she's eating the kebab wrapper, bro. She's eating the kebab wrapper. So I go, well, the kebab wrapper that she's vomited up, by the way. So I go out there, try to take it off her again. Again, get another half of it off her, throw it in the bin, whatever. The next day we wake up, she's vomiting again. She's vomiting again, right? Anyway, she just like vomits maybe 5 or 6 times every day for the next like 2 or 3 days. And then she starts falling over and her legs like start giving way. She looks like she's kind of going unconscious. So we ended up taking her to the emergency room. This was maybe 4 nights ago. We take her to the emergency room at about 11 o'clock at night. She has to stay overnight because they don't know what's wrong with her. They don't know why. Like, her pH levels are high. She keeps vomiting. She looks very weak. Blah, blah, blah. She's dehydrated, all this. So we leave her overnight. By the way, this cost us like, I don't know, $4,000 or something. We get her in the morning. They've given her electrolytes. They've, intravenous electrolytes, and they've sorted her out. They give us some tablets to give to her. Anyways, turns out we don't even know what's wrong with her still. But, so she stopped vomiting, but she still falls over. Now, she's 13 years old, but still, it's kind of like, it's pretty sad, I guess. Yeah, so I've known her since she was a little puppy. And now, this mic is so sensitive. Every time I touch it, it turns off. But now, yeah, so she is not doing well. She's not doing well. All right. I want your personal opinion on this. My personal opinion is that both Man United and Spurs are respectively having horrible seasons in the Premiership, despite that making the final as the 17th and 16th place teams in the Prem proves to all the other leagues that the Prem League is on another. I agree. I think the Premier League now. Granted, I've never played in the Premier League, by the way, but watching it, it looks different. It looks like it's on another level compared to It looks like it's on another level in comparison to the rest of the leagues. Obviously, you got big clubs like all the standard ones, but in terms of a league overall, I think the quality is ridiculous. Me and Jerome were talking about it the other day, actually, when we were at the Melbourne City game. The Victory game. And we were like, it's incredible seeing top level players, how good they are. I think as a nation, we don't realize just how good athletes can get at their craft. And I truly think that. I think that in this country, like, I don't know, man. I don't see us having top quality athletes like your Messis, your Neymars, your Ronaldos, your LeBron Jameses, like the basketballers and the footballers, bro. It's ridiculous. Yeah. So yeah, I think that's my opinion, man. I think English Premier League's crazy. Even the New Zealand National League compared to the A-League is astronomical. In what sense, bro? In what sense? Like, there's a big difference. Like, A-League is much higher. Do you mean? Is that what you mean by that? Oh, I got to jump off soon, guys. By the way. The national. Yeah, right. Wow. What would the National League in New Zealand compared to the NPL here? Would you have any idea? Oh, I got some. Once, and that was off season. Okay. Yeah, it'd be interesting to know what the National League is like. I definitely know there's some good players that come out of there, but in terms of state leagues and stuff, I feel like Melbourne is pretty dominant. All right, people. I've got some. By the way, so if you're still listening, just make sure going forward, chuck some content into the videos to react or the images to react. So I'll try to work out how to watch these things better and do this whole stream thing better, because I know it was a bit clunky today, but I'm learning. It's only my second stream ever, but yeah. Thanks for coming along, guys. You're the best. I do need to make a Discord channel for the OGs, because that's an achievement. Jack, you're still here, bro. I thought you left, cuz. Didn't hear from you for a while. And Jack, yeah, I saw your video in here. 53 minutes, 55. What? That's a long video if that's what it is. But yeah, join the channels that make sense to you. But yeah, chuck some stream content in the videos to react or the image to react column. So then, yeah. So, dude, Enzo, bro. So I added hotkeys, man. I've got like 6 here, and they're so good, but I don't know why they're not playing, bro. I don't know why they're not playing. Oh no. Maybe I can see if these. E-bag, thanks, brother. Bro, I've got them right here. I need to play them for you, because I was putting these on last night and I was dying laughing. Let's see, bro. Honestly, I was laughing so hard. because I've got the yeah, I'm on studio mode because I've got the hotkeys here. Like I've got the one oh my god, bro. Maybe it's an issue with, let's see, docs. Soundbird. Oh, hold on. There we go. I'm on studio mode, yes. Oh, wait, no. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Hold on. Yeah, like, why are these not in? Unless I need to add... Do you guys know if I need to add a... Do I need to add a source? Do I need to add a source to add the soundboard in, or... That's not working. Soundboard. Start Virtual Studio mode. Yeah, bro. I don't know what's going on. Let's see. Input. Let's see. No. We don't want that. You would have to, I imagine. I don't personally use hotkeys for sound effects, only for switching between scenes. Audio output capture. Damn, man. Oh, I was so pumped up to use these keys. You do not understand. Hold on. Might be us. Smell blood here. Desktop audio. Monitor off. No. Oh, what the fuck? Yeah, all right. I'm jumping off, guys. I don't know how to set the... Yeah, I don't know how to set the hotkeys in. But I did it yesterday, but for some reason... Yeah, it's not working today. Hold on. No, see that? No. Vertical outfit. No. Properties. What about if I go... No. No. Yes, everyone's on. Yes, everyone's on the stream tomorrow morning. So jump in. Make sure you're on. Yeah, we'll all be on at 5. I think Jake's starting the stream at 4:30, I believe, and then we're all in after that. Oh, you know what? Oh, it was in here. Hold on, I might have it. stream appearance general. No. Stream output. Audio disable. No, I can't work it out. All right, guys. I'll try next time. Thank you for joining me. I love you guys, man. I need to make that OG group in Discord. I'll see you guys next time. Good evening.